my heart feels very heavy. It has been quite an arduous week, and today I woke up with a tremendous sense of sadness and loss. And I did not know whether I would be able to speak, but because as a family we have been told wherever somebody has shown you kindness or done something good for you, you have to express your gratitude. I stand here on behalf of my family, my immediate family, and the entire Kibaki family, to say, first of all, we are very grateful to you, Your Excellency, for all the care, the love you have shown to our father from the day he retired in 2013 up to this moment. Mzee has not wanted for anything. Your government has assisted him in everything that he has required. Indeed, in his latter years, in his final years, when his medical condition was deteriorating, you personally ensured that he had access to the best medical care in Kenya and indeed in the world. And for that, we are truly grateful. Your Excellency, of course, we have had our hiccups over the last 9 or 10 years in looking after Mzee. But where we got stuck, the mere threat of suggesting that we are going to give you a call for further guidance would ensure that whatever was requested by the family or by Mzee was done quite expeditiously. Secondly, as a family, we would like to thank His Excellency, the Deputy President, Dr. William Ruto, who has called us and even asked his staff to call us since Mzee passed away on Friday. And they have really sought to help us and to condole with us and to see if they can be of assistance in any way. Thirdly, we'd like to thank the Armed Forces of the Republic of Kenya. You know, when Mzee passed away 1 week ago, last Friday, the military immediately took over operations at Nairobi Hospital and at Lee Funeral Home. So for us as a family, it was almost like a double loss. We had just lost Mzee, and then an hour later, the military took over and took Mzee to Lee Funeral Home, where they prepared him. But I must say, the professionalism and care shown by the armed forces of this country have enabled us actually to mourn Mzee and to honor him in a way that which we are truly humbled. I have met colonels, I have met brigadiers. Indeed, I have even been saluted by generals. And I remember when I was walking into Parliament buildings where Mzee was lying in state on Tuesday, and I was saluted by so many military officers, I started thinking, wow, is this what it is all about? I can kind of get used to this. Maybe I'll give it a try. But having said that, the military, in their own professional way, because I must say it must be the most professional institution in this country, they have really assisted us to understand that even if Mzee was their commander-in-chief, he was first and foremost our father. So, General Kiboshi, as a family, we say, Asante sana. Finally, but most importantly, we, the Kibaki family, would like to thank our fellow Kenyan citizens who have come out to honor Mwai, to mourn with us, to grieve with us, to condole with us, and to tell us pole. We have met so many Kenyans on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday when Mwai was lying in state. And we have listened to stories of how he was their father, their grandfather, somebody they related with, like anyone would relate with a parent or a grandparent. And we realized as a family that the loss was as great for Kenyans as it was for us, and that in its own way comforted us. I remember thinking, at one point, because on Wednesday there were so many people queuing in line, if Mwai was just to wake up for 1 minute, I think you'd even wonder, where are all these Kenyans going? Where they are coming to look at me, to see me? Why are they not at work? You'd have probably told us all, acheni kuregarega na murudi kazini. Because for him, work was very important. If there is one word that can encapsulate the life of President Mwai Kibaki, it is excellence. Mwai lived to excel. From the minute, or should we say the moment he left Gatiaini village in Othaya to begin his education, up to the day he retired as president of this country, that journey has been a journey to excel. And excelling does not always mean succeeding, but it means trying your best. And what Mwai inspires us to do is to do our best. So, as Kenyans, as we send this great lion of Kenya to rest beside his beloved wife, let us dedicate ourselves to excel for Kenya. You see, Mwai loved Kenya and Kenyans with a passion that most Kenyans don't know. And it is that love and passion that almost, enabled him to dedicate his life to this country. Mwai dedicated 53 years or 54 years of his life, more than half a century, in the service of Kenyans. So we can see by the example of his life that he was the ultimate Kenyan patriot. Your Excellency, those of you, or those of us who understand the dynamics between President Kibaki and you, we know that Mwai was very, very fond of you. Very, very fond of you. In fact, your relationship was the relationship between a father and a son. There are times I would watch the TV evening news with him at 7 o'clock. And when the news came on, you'd even start dozing when some politicians came on. And when, you'd even turn to me and say, Jimmy, this fellow has been speaking for 10 minutes and there's nothing he has told us. And you'd go back to dozing. But when you came on the screen, he would sit upright and listen very keenly. And after whatever function you're with or at, he would turn to me and say, good man, or good fellow. And for those of us who knew President Mwai Kibaki well, we knew when he said something like that, that was the ultimate praise. He could not say more than that. If the measure of patriotism is one service to the country, then President Mwai Kibaki was a great son of Kenya. I want to thank you all for this tribute. We are overwhelmed and we are very grateful. Thank you.